So welcome to the grand reopening of my YouTube channel. It's been probably well over a year since the last time I posted a vlog, and recently just got a jolt of inspiration and some words of encouragement that has inspired me to get back on the saddle and start back up again. Making YouTube videos is a lot harder than I thought it would be. Standing in front of a camera definitely taps into some fears, public speaking, and sprinkle a little anxiety and imposter syndrome, and it's really easy to talk myself out of making one. But I'm really passionate about photography, and I've been doing this for well over 20 years, so I feel like I have at least something to contribute, and hopefully people who watch my videos might learn a little something. So I don't really quite know yet on how I'm going to structure this channel or what's my style quite yet. But the plan is we're just going to take it, 5 minutes at a time, right? Just post consistently. I'm always out shooting, and just document what I'm doing, and hopefully through repetition and just being more comfortable in front of the camera, I'll eventually kind of fall into where I want to be. In the world of photography, there's plenty of gear review channels and how-tos and stuff, and it can be, a bit daunting, like where exactly do I fit in with all of that? And I don't quite know yet. And I think anybody who is starting a channel probably has felt or is feeling the same way I do at the moment. So like I said, we're just going to be consistent, start posting. I'm planning on posting weekly, because again, I'm always out shooting, and here in Las Vegas, people associate Vegas with the casinos and the strip and stuff, but I don't think a lot of people realize that there's a lot more out here. So from wildlife to landscape to even street photography, pretty much anything you can think of, I can do within 10-15 minutes from my house. So that's going to be really helpful, and hopefully in time, be able to build an audience. I'm really hoping that I get some feedback from the handful of people who are going to be hopefully watching these videos. I know what kind of videos that I like watching on YouTube, and so I have some ideas, but definitely feedback is always welcome. So anybody who come across this video, if you have some critiques, feedback and stuff, it's appreciated. So feel free to leave them down in the comment section, and we're going to go from there. So I think this is going to be fun. Yesterday, this is my second attempt on making a video. Yesterday, I was at a ghost town trying to do the same thing, and it was such a train wreck, to say it politely. And I think, at least now, just doing it the second time, I feel a little bit better than I did yesterday. So I'm already feeling an improvement. So doesn't really mean much, but hopefully, it'll start coming across with these videos as I start gaining the skill set. So after all of that, I'm gonna go ahead and show you exactly what I'm working on. So right now, I'm shooting a time lapse of the Las Vegas Strip. So I'll show you my setup here in a few minutes, but I've never really dealt much with time lapses, and like most people, I'll go on YouTube and usually get recommendations on gear and stuff. And turns out I probably should have done a better job of reading the manual for my cameras, because I didn't realize that the onboard time-lapse movie feature on the Nikon Z series is so good. And so right now I'm just going to try it out. So we're doing a daytime to nighttime time lapse of the Las Vegas Strip. So let me go ahead and just show you my setup really quick before we call it. All right, so I just had my first malfunction. Did something with the camera and it didn't like it. So I'm filming on a GoPro Hero 10, and I'm using a Rode Wireless Go microphone just to kind of give you an idea of what exactly is my vlogging setup. So camera wise, got a Z9 with the 70-200 Z lens on a Really Right Stuff tripod, and that is focusing on, I don't know if you can really see, but that's the Las Vegas Strip. So I'm pretty much from the Excalibur all the way to the Wynn. So that's the chunk of the strip that I'm able to get at 200 millimeters. Over here, I have my Z7 II with the 14-24 millimeter Z lens, and I'm shooting the Las Vegas wash with these really beautiful mountains in the background. So as the sun is setting, just watching the light as it dances on that is, you know, it's awesome. And I'm shooting for about 2 hours, so hopefully we'll be able to get the daytime to nighttime transition. So like I said, you know, right now I'm just testing and seeing what works. I'm a big fan of just keeping it simple. I'm trying not to buy gear that I really don't need, and also lesson learned, read the manual, right? So yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing tonight, shooting a time lapse of the Las Vegas Strip. So hopefully once I'm done talking, I should have some really cool time lapses, and maybe I'll try to throw it up with some music and make it all fancy. So thank you for watching. I know this is probably going to be a really short video, but again, you know, I just want to start posting something, and as I'm learning, you know, 5 minutes at a time. So hopefully I can produce some content that, as I start ramping up and start developing my skill set, will at least be somewhat interesting and entertaining. So, and any information that I can pass along as I start building up this channel, I'll make sure to pass it along, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other people who are either thinking about starting a YouTube or are starting a YouTube and maybe struggling with it, just like I am right now. Any information that I can come up with, you know, I'll try to make sure to share it. So so with this video, you know, thank you to the 5 or 10 people, you know, that are going to be watching it. But hey, it's a start, right? Y'all got to start somewhere. So with that being said, feel free to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And again, I'm always welcome to some feedback. So thank you, and we'll see you again next weekend. Thanks.